Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are fine. Students, we are in unit 5, that is computer programming. In today's lesson we will discuss some basic commands of basic language. Programming in basic. Basic stands for beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. So this is the abbreviation of this word basic. It was developed by John Kameny and Thomas Kurtz in mid 1960s. A few advantages of basic language are given below. The first thing, that basic is a very simple programming language. It has very simple and easy grammatical rules, that is syntax. It is easy for beginners to learn. It is all purpose programming language. All purpose means that it's not a specified language for any special type of programming, but it's a all purpose programming language, means that any kind of program can be written in basic. It is user friendly language. It has many built-in functions. So these are the advantages and the strong points of basic programming language. Now we will discuss some basic commands. There are a number of commands of basic language. These commands are typed without any line number. Some of the commands are discussed below. List command, run command, load command, and save command. In the coming slides we will discuss these 4 basic commands of the basic language separately. List command. List command or F1. F1 performs the list command. Lists the entire program or segment of the program on the screen. It has the following syntax. List, the keyword list, list, and then line number to line number. If you want to display or to list the program from a specific line to another specific line, so this will be the syntax for list command. A few examples of list command are, like if we just write list, it would display the entire list of the program on the screen, means it will display the whole program on the screen. All the instructions of the screen will be displayed by this list command. Now if we write list 40, what does it mean? It would display only the statement number 40. The statement which is written on in 40th line, that will be displayed on the screen. And if we write list 100 to 200, it means we are giving a range, so it would display the segment of the program consisting lines from 100 to 200. So the statements written from line number 100 to line number 200 would be displayed. If we write list up to 80, what does it mean? Up to 80. This dash means to 80, but the starting point is not given. It means that it would display list of statements from the beginning of the program up to line 80. From the start till line number 80, that will be displayed. While if we write list 80 and up to, the end is not given. but we'll start from 80, so it would display all the statements starting with the line 80 up to end of the program. So this is how you can use list statement in different ways for displaying the whole program or segment of the program on the screen. Now run command, the most widely used command. Run command or F2 is used to execute the basic program. It has the following syntax. We have the keyword run and then we will specify the line number. If you want to execute a specific line, so that will be the syntax. A few examples of run command are run. If we simply write run, it would execute a complete basic program. If we write run 100, so we are actually executing only a single statement at line number 100. So it would execute the program starting at line number 100. So this is how you can use the run command in different ways. Third, we have the load command. Load command or F3 is used to load a program from the disk into memory. It has the following general form. Load, the keyword load, and then we will specify the file name in double quotation mark, then there is a comma, and we have to write the capital R for run. A few examples of load command are load dmc.bas. Now we have written the keyword load and specified the file, the basic language file. BAS is the extension for a file of basic language or the source file written in basic language. It would load a program, namely dmc.bas in the memory, where dmc is the program name and .bas is its extension for basic language program. Load C then colon average.bas. It means that this program name is average and it's a basic program which is stored inside the disk drive C. So it would load a program, namely average.bas in the memory from disk drive C. Load bank.bas, R. Here it would load the program bank.bas in the memory, and further, after loading inside the loading into the memory, the program will automatically be run. So R means run, which executes the program, the named program bank automatically after it is loaded. So this is how you can use the load command. And finally we have the save command. Save command or F4 is used to save a basic program on disk permanently. It has the following general form. Save, then file name, and then we will specify A and B. What does it mean? We will see it in the next statement, where A and P are optional to use, and A is used to save the file in ASCII format and P is used to save the file in protected mode. It depends on us whether we want to save the file in ASCII, so we will just write the A, and if we want to save it in protected mode, we will write P. Here we have some examples, like if I am writing save result, so I am not specifying any A or P because it's optional. It would save the program currently in the memory with the name result.bas with the extension of basic language. Save C, and we are writing DMC. It would save the program currently in the memory with the name dmc.bas on disk drive C. Save prg1, and then we have written P, capital P. So it would save the program currently in the memory with the name prg1.bas in a protected mode, because we have specified here the capital P, which indicates that the program will be saved in protected mode. A protected program cannot be later listed or edited. It is only used for execution. So protected programs cannot be edited and cannot be listed, so they can be just executed. Okay, so these were some of the basic commands of the basic language, but remember that these commands were used, or they are used, whenever we use DOS prompt for loading, executing and saving our programs. But now modern IDEs have been developed, like QB64. So in QB64 we don't need these commands to execute them manually, because that IDE is advanced IDE. We have the menus for saving and saving the programs, loading the programs, or for running the programs. So we don't need to use these commands manually in this IDE, because QB64 the built-in commands for all these functions or all these commands. But this is these were given in your book, so that is just for your information and knowledge. In the coming lessons we will be solving some programming examples, or some programs which are given in your book. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.